Alright students, so before we were talking about all different kinds of 2D shapes, now we're going to be talking about all different kinds of 3D shapes. Our first 3D shape is going to be a cube. This is an example of what a cube looks like. Cubes are actually going to have squares, if you can see, on all the different edges. Cubes have 6 sides, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then 4 around the edges, which make this a cube. This, as you can see, is not flat like our 2D shapes, so this is going to be a 3D shape. And this is a cube. Our next one is going to be kind of like a cube, but instead it's going to be a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism, this is an example of a real life example, is going to have the same 6 sides as a cube, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then 4 around the sides. But they're going to be a little bit longer on a couple of the sides than where the cube, they're all equal. This is kind of like a rectangle and a square. The rectangle sides are a little bit longer, and then this is just a box I found in my kitchen, which is an example of a rectangular prism. Our next 3D shape is going to be something you probably all have in your kitchens. It's an example of this can, and this is going to be an example of a cylinder. Cylinders have 2 circles on the top, on the bottom, and the top. And then around the edge is going to be a circular shape all the way around. And this is going to be a cylinder, which is an example of this can, of that 3D shape. Our next one is one that I had to make because I couldn't find an example of it, and it's a pyramid. Pyramid, I'm sure you have seen, just like the pyramids that are over in Egypt, they have a flat square on the bottom, and then they have 4 actually triangles on the side, as you can see, which we talked about triangles during our 2D shape lesson. And this is going to be a pyramid, and this is an example of a 3D shape of a pyramid. Our 5th 3D shape is going to be a cone. And this is an ice cream cone. I'm sure many of you have eaten one of these before. An ice cream cone is a perfect example of a cone. It's just a flat, all the way around. It's going to come to a point, and at the bottom it's a flat, circular shape, as you can see. And that's an example of a cone. So I used an ice cream cone as an example. And last but not least, a sphere is our last 3D shape, which is like a ball. As you can see, it's just like a circle, like our 2D shape that we talked about earlier, but this one is 3D shape, so that means you can touch it and it's not flat like the other ones. And this is a sphere. So the 3D shapes that we talked about today were a cube. Here is our cube with our 6 sides, and they're all equal squares. We had our rectangular prism, which was kind of like our cube, but the sides were a little bit longer on some of them, and they weren't all equal squares. We have a cylinder, just like our can here, with the 2 circles on the bottom, and then the flat that connected it all the way around, our cylinder. And we had a pyramid, which was our square on the bottom, and then we had 4 triangles around it that all came up to a point, which made it a pyramid, our 3D shape. And then we had a cone, an ice cream cone, which is flat all the way around, and it comes up to a point, and then it has a flat circle on the bottom. And then last but not least, our sphere, which was like our ball, which is like our circle, but a 3D shape.